What's up, Warriors? Welcome back to the Insane Warrior YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the rumors. What could be coming of the potential Gears of War remastered collection? Maybe they call it the Phoenix collection, who knows? Or does Fable become the new collection that gets remade? We're going to talk about it in this video, and we're going to get into it right now. So since this video is titled, Who Deserves the Masterchief Collection Treatment, Gears of War or Fable? We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Gear side, and then we're going to do the Fable side. So first off, I'm a Gears guy. If you guys have been part of this channel or know me, I am a former MLG champion of Gears of War, of Gears of War 1, and I also had won tournaments in Gears of War 2 as well. So that being said, you guys are going to understand there's probably going to be some bias in this video because I am a huge fan of Gears of War. You know, as you can see, I have Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago on my wall right there. You know what I'm saying? And there's my jersey and whatnot. So who deserves it? So I'm going to go with Gears of War first. Gears of War, think about all the games. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be on 5 now. So to remake 4 versions, including Judgments, that's 5 games. That's a huge collection. And you know, Halo did this quite well with the Masterchief Collection. I enjoyed the Masterchief Collection. Being able to go back and play Halo 2, that's some of my gaming roots. Halo 2 was a gaming root scenario for me. I played a lot of Halo 2. And especially when I was playing Gears of War. And it kind of like, I played Halo 2 and then I bridged into Gears of War. So knowing that, I think Gears of War deserves this this recollection, because think of all the games you can smash up in. And one thing I notice right now is, like, when I go try to play like Ultimate Edition, you know, some people will say on the Fable side, and I'll get there, that they've already done this. They've already done their turn. In my opinion, no, they didn't, because we never got a Gears 2 remake. We never had a Gears 3 remake. And it's going to be nice to be able to bring all that together and potentially find people that play Gears 1 again, or play Gears 2, or play Gears 3. It's a lot of people's favorite Gears is Gears 3. And so, you know, I think that that's why it's important to bring Gears of War. And the reason, let's just talk about what started all these rumors. I know I went out of order, but let's go ahead and switch to my display capture and pull the video. All right, so right here, and this screen's really bright, so it's washing me out. I'm sorry about that. Here, I'm going to go ahead and... So I'm going to go ahead and delete my face because I was getting washed out bad. So anyway, right here you can see what happened. This is a article from Games Radar, as you guys can see at the top. I'll link it in the description below. It was published 13 days ago. I'm a little bit late on this news, I'll be honest. But they were talking about, Nick Baker was talking about a new rumor on the Xbox Era podcast. He said there's a new Microsoft franchise that will be getting a Master Chief Collection treatment. And while he wasn't allowed to reveal what it was, Tom Warner of The Verge said the gears are really turning on this rumor. Now, does Tom Warner really know? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about somebody that, you know, with The Verge, you know, it's not necessarily a Microsoft company. And so he may just, you know, maybe that's his idea. But we do know this. We know that the Coalition currently is going to work on a project that is a small-time type project. And I assume that the Coalition is going to be the ones who make this remake. So that's my assumption. I don't have anything to necessarily back that up. So if they are going to work on a smaller time project, I'm assuming that would be a great one to do. It brings back, there's always rumors that there's a Gears 2 being remade, and that there's a potential for a Gears 3 remake. And so that's true. This would be a perfect project to bring all of us Gears heads together to where we want to play all the games. You know, I can find people to play in Gears of War 1. Because right now, you go play Ultimate Edition. Nobody's there, man. I've looked. You know, unless you find people before you even load up, no one's there. You know, and I'm sure a lot of the older games are still like that. So everybody's on Gears 5, which I've learned to love that game. It's actually a very fun game. And with the updates, they've definitely made it a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. So I think that is why Gears of War definitely deserves this Master Chief, or hopefully they call it the Phoenix edition, since Marcus Phoenix's family is so intertwined with Gears of War. You know, he starts from the very beginning, and he appears in every game except maybe Judgment. I didn't play Judgment, I'll be honest. So I don't know if he appears in there or not. Maybe there's a cameo. I don't know. But I know that game was based more on Baird. So who knows? You know, maybe I'm hoping that that's what they do, because that would make me so excited to see Gears of War to be remade into a Master Chief type of collection. You know, to the Phoenix collection is what I'd hope. But since we've talked about this side of the game, since we've talked about it so long, and you guys all know I'm going to be biased. I'm going to go ahead and be honest. I'm biased to Gears of War here. So let's go ahead and show you the flip side of this coin, how Fable deserves this remake. Alrighty, so Fable, if you guys don't know, Fable was a single player game. And basically what you did is you were, you had amnesia, like a lot of these single player games. And you're trying to find out whether basically you were going to be able to defeat, I can't remember the bad guy's name at the time, if you could defeat the bad guy. He was kind of always just tormenting you through the majority. This is Fable 1. I played Fable 1 and Fable 2. So Fable 1, that's kind of went on, like you were building yourself up, and by the choices you made, you were either good or evil. And I remember, like, as you get evil, the more evil you'd get, like, I can't remember, I think you got horns or something like that. I can't remember exactly what happened, but Fable was an open world game, but a single player game, and you got to choose your decision whether you want to be a good guy, whether you wanted to be a bad guy, you know. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoyed it. Now, the argument from Gears people, let's go with Fable. The argument on the Fable side is this: Gears people already have had their remake of Gears, the original version, with Ultimate Edition. Ultimate Edition's release date was 2015. 2015. Now, Fable had an anniversary edition in 2014. So, in reality, Fable has been, out longer with not having some type of remake, you know what I'm saying? And so, a lot of people kind of look at that like, hey, this is why Fable deserves it. And there's 3 games: Fable 1, Fable 2, Fable 3. And I played Fable 1 and Fable 2. They're both very, very enjoyable. I keep wanting to say MMO, but that's not right. They're just a single-player open-world game. So you don't necessarily have to follow the said track of the game. You could go do side missions. And this game could take, quite a long time. I remember the first game, I think, was roughly a 16-hour game, if I remember right. 17 hours to beat the single-player. Not really getting involved in the side missions. One of my favorite parts of Fable, because I did play Fable, it was a fun game that me and the Insanes, we all played it. We all enjoyed playing it as kind of like our downtime type of game. And I remember always hearing the guy say, one of the ladies say, well, you're a chicken chaser. Oh, it's just a chicken chaser. And I just think that was hilarious. That was pretty much whenever you were still not very strong and you were leveling. That was basically the game's way let you're weak. And so I always thought that was hilarious whenever they call you chicken chaser, though. I cracked up every time. But the argument for Fable is very strong. And it's hard. And as a Gears person, I see it. Fable was a very fun game. And from what I can tell right now, still has a pretty good following. And the people that following are actually the people that also like Gears, kind of like me, that are on both sides of this fence. And in all honesty, I look at it this way: no matter which game gets remade, I'm going to win, because I love both of those games. I found a lot of enjoyment playing both of them. So, Fable, I think, maybe with like replayability, being able to play it for several times in a row, Fable gets the remake. But if we're looking at like longevity, I think honestly Gears of War is going to have that longevity that a remake will be. And we're trying to bridge the gap right now to potentially 2023, 2024 for Gears of War world, because we don't know when Gear 6 is coming out. All we know is Coalition's working hard on it. I heard that there's been leaks on some of the NVIDIA drivers that make people think potentially this year, but I don't know. A lot of things I look at and say, are kind of pushing that out. So if we do see Gear 6, man, the reaction video you're going to get from me is going to be like wild. I'm going to be blown away, because right now I don't have my hopes for Gear 6 this year. And I'm optimistic that maybe next year, but I bet it's more of a 2025. And that's fine with me. I want whatever game comes out. I think, we're starting to see this with the Call of Duty series a little bit. And I'm kind of going on a tangent right now, but with Call of Duty, it's coming out every year. And man, every year you hear somebody say, man, the game got worse. Man, the game got worse. Man, this game's... And it's just a hard... And I know that they have several studios with Call of Duty, but still, it's a hard grind to keep those games going year after year after year after year. And in my opinion, I just wish developers would really take their time with the game, work hard on it, and release it when it's ready. And that's what I'm looking at here. And I hope that whatever they do with either Fable or Gears of War, that is kind of the plan on this remake. I know it's pretty much a lot of its beautification of different things. Like, man, imagine Gears of War in today's, Xbox Series X or computers with the new updated graphics cards. Imagine Gears of War. I know PlayStation, Gears of War won't be on there, but what I mean by this is like, by those updated consoles is I think what I'm trying to get at. The beautification, that game's always been so beautiful to watch and look at, even from the very beginning to today. It's a great game, and to be able to see them be able to remake it and make it look as beautiful as that game is, and to get to see some of our heroes that have passed away, like Dom back there. Dom was always one of my favorite characters in the game, and see them again in a remastered form, man, it'd hit the feels, man. I'm just gonna say it's gonna hit the feels. So that's my reaction. That's what I expect out of a Gears of War versus Fable. Who deserves it? No matter who gets it, I feel like I'm a winner if either one of them get it, because that's gonna be amazing for me as a gamer and games I like to play. So guys, let me know down in the comments below if you guys have heard any other rumors on who you might hear them remaking. One rumor I did hear is maybe like Project Dark Zero, I think is what it was, or maybe Forza, which, like I said, I'm a Forza fan, but gosh darn, they got such great games. I don't know if that's a need in this current situation that Forza needs a remake. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what else you've heard. What do you guys wish will be the one that gets the remake, or the Master Chief Collection, so to speak. So as always, play hard, have fun, enjoy the rest of your guys' day. See you later.